Well, it leads with the title. Hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch. This is still too loud.
I mean, then again, it's an organ.
Oh boy, I can feel that in my
there's a horn.
skull. I'm gonna crank that down a bit, and oh, there's dialogue. Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna crank some of these down a little bit. Anything else I can change, really? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's hopefully I don't feel that in my, like, skull and spine. Okay, so I actually know nothing about this game. Like, literally nothing. It's been in my Steam library for a while, and it's been on my to-do list of games that I should do.
But with a title like What Remains of Edith Finch, does that mean that Edith is dead?
I truly do not know, and...
But wasn't there in the menu, wasn't there a family tree?
You're right. There is a...
So Edith is a young girl by the looks of it.
Yeah.
And she's most definitely not dead because she does not have an end date to her lifeline.
Yeah. Whereas everybody else has died. Oh.
It's really weird,
Oh, that's
though.
dark, though.
There are some
like...
names, though, where there are leaves that have just kind of been plucked off the tree.
Yeah.
Notice how Kay is still on the tree, but everyone else...
Yeah, I'm trying to
like
figure out
Sven,
what the leaves
Ingeborg, Sanjay.
Yeah, but, like, who are the parents exactly?
Yeah, because look at that.
Because these died too early. Unless it was Dawn
It looks like Milton and Lewis were her siblings.
Mm-hmm.
But Dawn and
Dawn
Gus
has got to
were
be
the
the
parents.
mother. Maybe it's a matrilineal situation.
Well, I think Dawn and Gus are the parents, and Gregory is an uncle.
No, because Gus died in 1982.
82?
17 years before Edith was even born.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. That must be a father. A grandfather, maybe.
Or an uncle? Or...
It could be an uncle. Well, look at that. There's Sam and Walter as well.
Yeah.
I don't... This is a confusing tree.
Gus died at the age of 13. No way was Gus a father.
Oh, wow. So maybe that was a sibling.
Yeah, it must have been a sibling or something, because Dawn had to have been the mother. That's enough.
But look at poor Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory only lived for a year.
Oh, that's sad.
Sam and Walter, unless this is going for like a feminine Sam.
Oh, do you know what it could be? Sam could have married Kay. Well,
Dawn could have married Sanjay.
Sanjay, but Sanjay's off the tree.
But yeah, her brother Milton died at 11. Her brother Lewis died at 22. So Edith really is the only one that remains, and then even then, who knows? Yeah, I know this is one of those games that gets brought up often about the whole, like, our game's art. I think, was it this one or was it Gone Home? They're combined a lot.
Well, there's a journal. There's calla lilies. Calla lilies are another
A lot of
flower.
this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
Okay, that is way too quiet. I'm gonna crank this up and then crank a lot of things down.
Dialogue.
Oh, I turned down dialogue like a fool. Alright. What if it's like this?
I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Huh. Okay.
Well, the next sentence was, I lived there till I was 11.
I don't have a sprint button. I have walk and then I have zoom.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
That might actually be too loud for me. I can also hear her in my skull. There we go.
Then again, you're wearing the conductive...
Bone conductive headphones? Yes.
So this is the mailbox. Even the mailbox looks like
Orca's
their
Island
house.
Gazette.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Huh, that's interesting.
I like her fingerless gloves.
Yeah, they look
Well,
nice.
if it was Orca Gazette...
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
So, do you think this is Pacific Northwest? Kind of
It's
Washington?
always Pacific Northwest, let's be honest here. It could be Maine. It would
In her
be the
will,
other guess?
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Huh.
Well, didn't
Maybe
you say
she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
didn't you say it was the Orca?
Orcas Island, yeah.
Orca's Island? Then orcas
Maybe.
are well known to be on the Washington coast.
Fair enough. I like the design of the house, but it also gives
I wouldn't have
me...
driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
It gives me kind of the spooks.
Well, it seems almost as branched as their... Oh, I suppose that's what she means by
Deer butt.
difference. But I wonder if it's almost as haphazard
that?
as their family tree. You know, just odd
truth
bits
is,
and...
Even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Because doesn't it look like pieces
The
have
house
just
was
been...
exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Whoa.
What is that
Dragon.
dragon boat skull thing?
Looks like it.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
Might not have been. I am confused. It looked more like a theme park ride.
Yeah.
But then again, so does this whole house.
Unless the dragon...
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
You know, despite it being wildly overgrown and potentially no one being here for X number of years.
I heard something moving around in the garage.
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess time to go find out.
It's... Something's gonna pop out of that.
It's a raccoon.
It'll be, yeah, a raccoon or an opossum or something.
It's like always a raccoon.
Wait, she's crawling in?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Oh, they have a little ball hanging from the ceiling to tell you when to stop your car.
I mean, it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to keep messing with the controls until everything is right. There we go. Wondering about that. Is there a way that I can increase the FOV? No.
Oh, so Edie. Is that like Aunt Edie or great grandma Edie? Look far all the way down the tree.
Oh, yeah.
So that's who Edith was named after.
Yeah.
1917
Oh, that's better.
to 2010.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Yeah, why
For
did
the
her...
first time in years,
So it's... No, it's been 7 years. So it's 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
felt
like the
I was
effects in the
home.
letters.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Wait, so has everyone died in the interim?
Yeah.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Tasting Thailand, flavors of India, flour, salt, water, yeast.
The Book of Mushrooms. The Smoke of the Forest. Cosmic Cuisine. I would like that. Cosmic Cuisine. Is that
Yep.
supposed to be someone's fanciful depictions of what sci-fi food would look like?
Guess so. Range, possibly built-in griddle thing.
That's a impressive range.
Or
It
how
has-
after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
But Lewis was her older brother who died?
Dawn, Edith, Edie, and Lewis.
Yeah, so is Dawn the mother or grandmother?
Dawn is the mother.
Right, and then Edie is much older. Lewis Finch. Mm-hmm.
Edie was the great-grandmother.
Great-grandson to Edie. Oh.
You know, I've always felt kind of super uncomfortable playing these games. It feels very voyeuristic. Holy shit, they ate a lot of salmon.
You mean just seeing a snapshot of her life? You have to
Nothing
remember.
in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Look at those books.
I love the idea of it, but the disorganization makes me uncomfortable.
Well, also, how would you pull a book out without
what the
making
hell?
everything tumble? Oh, that's insulation. And they locked that door? What?
That's,
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Wait, how did he disappear? If you have...
Date missing. So he went missing 2003. Yeah, Orcas Island, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Disappeared at 11.
So...
Mixed. Indian white. And that's a Finch in stained glass on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Barbara. What family member was Barbara?
Great-grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
So the great-grandfather built the house.
Okay. Barbara.
Oh.
So
okay.
Sven.
Oh, so Edie and Odin.
Yeah.
So Sven married Edie.
Yeah.
And they had those children.
Yeah, probably had all of these. So, this makes sense. Kind of? Because
Yeah.
Walter didn't marry or have a family. Whereas Calvin... Or these were the other siblings. So Calvin, Barbara, and Molly.
Mm-hmm.
Sam was the one... I think Sam probably married Kay and had these three. Dawn married Sanjay and had these three. That makes sense. I'm understanding this now. Odin married Ingeborg.
Ingeborg.
Wow. It's very Scandinavian.
Mm-hmm.
Also, do you notice the Bigfoot in the background?
Yeah, I know. Oh. Beetles.
My grandfather had some pretty impressive bug collections, and I was not okay
Mom
with
always
it.
told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
The basement.
Hutch, I feel like we're going into the basement.
Oh, look at that. Is that from a war?
Yeah, looks like it. Unfortunately, this game has some serious FOV problems that are going to make me unable to play too much of it. I
Oh,
love
wow.
A
trunk.
Yeah,
Table?
I would love a table like that.
Except you would want all of the ridges and cracks to be filled in with resin.
Yeah, like a nice, like, weird colored resin. I think that would be really neat.
Can you look outside just through the windows and stuff? So yeah, there's the water.
That island looks special, like maybe you go to it.
Hmm.
It looks like there's a lot of things going on down there.
Looks
Looks like they
there's
might
old
also have a
docks.
platform.
Yeah.
Had a pet.
Well, probably the dog for the doggy door.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It
Yeah,
was
why
like a
did-
bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yeah, there's Edie's wheelchair. Why did they all have to leave in a hurry?
Don't know. It feels like the lighting is subtly changed over the course of this. It's probably just my imagination.
There was something at the table that you could have looked at, by the way.
Oh, was there?
I think
Sorry.
it was at Edie's position.
I'm having trouble looking at this because the FOV is too narrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's making my eyes hurt. Oh yeah, you're right.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Even
the
the
fire-
fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Look at, is that the original house?
Must be.
Oh.
Dang.
Oh, did you see how the letters went up the
Oh, yeah.
chimney?
Yeah, the stylization on this is great. I'm really digging the, you know, the way the letters move and a bunch of other things.
Look at all the pictures. Seal. A Labrador.
Otter.
Oh, it's an otter. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Wait, why did she seal up all the bedrooms?
Every one of them?
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Wait,
What?
what? Okay, that looks creepy.
Holy shit, yeah.
Is that what they meant by the ceiling?
Yeah, this is
Molly.
Molly. Oh.
1940. Wait a minute.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with if she hadn't died in 1947.
Wait a minute. So there are so many bedrooms in this house for every family member. Whenever a family member dies, they seal it to preserve their room as they were when they died?
I guess so.
Can you look at the room again? So she was just like princesses and
She had a critter cage.
Oh, for probably the mice or the rats. You know how there were mice on the door?
Yeah. Canopy bed. Really nice kind of corner sitting area.
It looks like some vines have grown into the place.
I see some kind of model boats, and I think that's like a weird shark thing
Yeah.
on top of the books. I see some like pumpkin-y things. Some toys to make like like a fake kingdom. You can
Right.
see it painted on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other side of the chimney, probably. But, you know, the trees and whatnot. So to play pretend. Maybe like a mini stroller. A hobby horse. I think that's a radiator on the right. A pennant. Orcas Island Cavs. So the sports team.
So is this some kind of strange way to preserve them?
I guess so.
Yeah. Well, that door is open. So
In that case, I want to go back down and take a look at...
there's the peephole.
Yeah.
Was this really a bedroom? On the first floor?
Was it something?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Huh.
Buried? Or is it just that they have an urn in there somewhere?
Maybe. There's an impressive amount of books that they have in this house.
Yeah, just
Too many.
rows and rows and rows of them. Oh, what's the poster say on the right?
Sorry,
Edie's
distracted
father
by this
Odin
man.
built the original house.
Dang.
Oh, Bigfoot.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Oh, because Barbara starred in that movie when she was a child?
Mm-hmm. Barbara
Was a
only
sis-
lived to 16.
Oh my, that's terrible. Why does this family have such bad luck?
Barbara. Showbiz.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Yeah, so
So
she's
she
got...
has like a fake Hollywood, California vignette on the side. And
except
then
for with her name. And it's kind of just a giant dressing room. You can barely see the room itself. You also see some like awards. And you even see like a cardboard cutout of Bigfoot holding her hand.
yeah.
And probably some wig busts and some other things. Probably the original
And her bedroom
reel.
is so far in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the children seem to die at around, like, did many of them ever reach adulthood? Her brother Lewis died at, what was it, 20?
Yeah, I mean, of all of them, the only ones that lived to adulthood, Edie kind of Odin, though. Oh.
I mean, he died close to 60, right?
Yeah, he lived to 57, which is like an okay amount. Sam got to 33.
So old enough to have children.
Yeah. Walter lived for 53 years.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Molly died after 10, Barbara died after 16, Calvin died after 11.
Gosh.
This is dark in a way that I was not ready for. Gregory lived for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is a very, very vulnerable family.
Wait, is this Sven and Edie?
Yeah. Sven only made it for 49.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
A lot of portraits, art supplies, maybe a harpoon?
Well, the father seemed as though he was involved in a lot of crafting and other things too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more books. Photographs, more books. Yeah, look at all these rooms just locked off.
Gregory
Pretty
much had nothing.
It would probably be a...
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Wait, it was a bathroom?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because this is a shower.
Pink fuzzy carpet and like a nice shower and a nice toilet.
Mount Rainier.
Yeah. Okay, and this is Calvin and Sam. But they probably moved Sam out after Calvin died. They were twins,
Mm-hmm.
They must have been.
Yeah.
Born in the same year. So space and military.
Yep, that's what it looks like. But Calvin.
My grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Well, wait. Oh, I see.
Oh no, that's horrifying. No, the dead brother wasn't inside of it. However, what they did was they roped off part of the room.
So that it would
left
be...
it as it was, but forced poor Sam to live in this room for 7 years. Just like this.
Where he just couldn't touch the other side. It was just a memorial.
Yeah. You know. Jesus. Going into this, people had kind of suggested it as like kind of a low-key horror game. I'm starting to understand why.
Whose is this? Unless it's hers.
I'm not
I
sure.
spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
So I see train cars and whale sharks and fish.
Ooh,
and the sunken house.
The sunken house.
The Finches. Huh.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
There's a really aggressive
Turns out,
lock for a
my mom
book.
was really good at keeping secrets.
Runaway Reef.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that for a second because there was one more section.
Was there one more door?
Oh, it's a giant saw painted with some scenery on it. That's neat.
Mm-hmm.
There's the staircase going upwards that we never checked out.
Oh, okay.
Follow the power cable. Oh.
Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
So how many family members have we accounted for at this point?
Okay, so we've seen Molly, Barbara,
Calvin and Sam. Odin and Edie. Walter's room is the one we have to go through.
No. Sven and Edie.
Sorry,
we haven't
Sven
seen
and
Odin
Edie.
and Ingeborg.
Ingeborg, no.
Yeah, we haven't seen their room yet. We've seen these two.
Walter's the one we're going to go through.
Yeah. So we haven't seen anything for Gregory, Gus, or Dawn yet.
Mm-hmm.
We saw...
Well, Milton had missing...
Yeah, we've learned some information, but we haven't actually seen anything for these. I think you have to go up floors
Ah.
to find out more. Maybe.
So I wonder why this room was never sealed off then. Oh, is this where she had a secret hideaway for her?
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Yeah, tea set. Crayons.
I appreciate that you can see her hands.
Crawling.
Also, those are some really
Reading
nice
this,
fingerless gloves.
Maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh, one of the rooms.
Oh, the princess room.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Huh. Well, we were right.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Huh.
Yeah, gerbils.
Molly. That's a completely different kind of shark thing. It's
Being
interesting
five
how...
for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Yeah, so it's a farm animals
Mm-hmm.
leading up to a castle. Is that a squirrel?
I can't.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bunch of squirrels in the castle.
Oh, so it's squirrels. I see. I wonder if Edie had painted that for her,
Maybe, yeah.
considering Edie's supposed to be the painter.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
I wonder why the mom sealed the doors. Would she start seeing spirits or something in the rooms?
Maybe.
Or was
the dragon.
The dragon came.
And killed Daddy.
Killed Dad?
Wait.
So it was Sven.
Was it Edie that... I thought it was the aunt that had said the dragon had killed her husband. Or was it Edie?
I think she said Edie.
Oh.
Aunt Edie. Or great-grandma. Wait, why did she call her Aunt Edie? That doesn't make sense.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
No, don't eat the gerbil.
The
It's
gerbil
gerbil
food
food.
was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Huh.
Oh, there was a
Oh, there's a floor plan, I think.
Molly, Edith. Yeah, what was up with the
And Sven.
starfish? Interesting.
My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
So they lock.
It's late. Go to sleep.
They lock her in there? Oh, does she have goldfish?
Gold single.
Oh
I
no.
thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh, he's coming up to the surface just like my fish would. Oh. No, don't eat Christopher. She has her own bathroom?
Guess so.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, so there's
I
toothpaste.
kept eating and eating.
Oh no, you don't eat toothpaste. No. No wonder the girl died. I mean, I don't think fluoride is going.
I ate a
No.
lot of things that night.
No, not holly berries. What?
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I
Don't-
reached out for her. And suddenly,
What?
I was a cat.
She turned into a cat?
Huh. Now where?
Maybe you have to find another platform to jump to. Like that branch. No? Yeah, there you go.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Didn't Milton draw a cat?
Yeah, he did. It's a kind of neat outdoors.
Well, they have all the lights. You see, I thought she was just gonna die from poisoning. But
I jumped and I almost got her.
Oh. There's like a half-finished portion of the house.
yeah, I think where the garage is.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, they were adding on to the house all those years, and look, they didn't have the tower yet either.
Oh, you're right.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
What the
I
hell?
gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
So is she gonna get a mouse then? If you're hearing the nibbling.
Rabbits.
Oh.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I
There's
flew
something.
off to find something bigger.
Larger than a rabbit? For an owl?
I don't know.
A mama rabbit.
But there's thorns, aren't there? Or what? Ah!
She
Well
was
then.
almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What?
Not the best thing to be.
This is what you get for eating toothpaste, child.
Wait, so now you're flopping to get to the ocean? What is this? This is not what
Magical.
I expected.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Are these fever dreams from the holly berries? Unless they're all shapeshifters
I
and...
wanted fat, juicy seals.
I'm not really liking where this is going.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
I did not realize this would be this variety of horror. Where did it go?
It swam off.
I tore off its flipper.
Well, I suppose there isn't a blood trail or anything for you to follow, but it swam that way. To the left. To the right. I mean, you might just have to find it again. Or a different one. Oh, there. Yes, there's the blood.
grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What are they? Wait, are you an octopus? What are you grabbing?
It's like a tentacle.
Are you
Now
gonna
I
eat a
was
person?
monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, they're taking a ferry from one boat to another, or one island to another. Look at how old the cars are. I mean, it's supposed to be the 40s, right?
Yeah?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
What?
Oh, okay. I mean, I suppose she's a kraken and going to eat a
I
couple of
wanted
folks.
to stop, but also I didn't.
Are the Finches shapeshifters? Or is this just her dream? Drunken sailor?
What would you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
His belly was rusty.
The guy up there is going, hey, why'd you stop singing? Do 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 do.
This is equal parts kind of fun, but also really horrifying.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
I didn't realize when people recommended this as kind of horror-y, I didn't realize that it was just going to be, I am the
And the
horror.
good smell went into an old pipe.
The good smell? What manner of food will it be? Wait, are she coming? She's coming out of the toilet. Wait, no. Is this her bedroom again?
This is her bedroom.
I got closer and closer.
She's not gonna eat herself, is she? Or no, is she gonna eat her gerbil? Or I don't know anymore.
I am confused.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Wait, I thought I heard a cat.
Yeah, there's a cat. There was a cat. Yeah, there was a cat.
Don't tell me you're gonna jump from tree to tree, are you?
No, we're just gonna walk along the...
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
To hide from her mom. It seems like her mom is the source of...
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Wait, look at that. Kills Finch? Tragedy strikes. Finch celebrate. Oh.
That's sad. Built 1937, Sven Finch.
Edie won't go. 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of
A little forest fire. You fool.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
That's a terrible idea.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
what? Wait, what was that? What was that to the right? Druid World.
Win a family day out at Druid World. The Pacific Probe. A lot of bird cages.
But what's in them? Just pictures of the dead birds?
Derpy.
Derpy.
Lived for 13 years. I don't know that one's name. Rob. Burpee. Well, that one's a
That's
snake.
a snake.
Lurpy.
Parakeet. Lurpy.
Another Rob.
Rob. Wait, what's Rob? Is Rob another reptile?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a lizard.
Yeah. Purpley. And Burpee. Or maybe it's Furpy?
So all of the birds had to have Erpy at the end of their name, and
Edie
all of
knit
the
me a new
reptiles
pair
were
of
Rob.
gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh, that's a picture of him up in the top right.
He doesn't look healthy. But it could just be the character.
Oh, Walter, Calvin and Sam, Barbara, Molly, Gus.
Edith.
Yeah.
Some eggs. A sword. It wasn't a spear. It's a full-on
It
sword.
was like a museum.
Odin.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
All right, what was their misfortune?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
No, you fool. It's the house itself that's cursed. It's the one thread.
And it sunk.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
So that's the statue we saw
The
outside.
statue of him atop the house sinking into the waves.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay.
How do I stop? How do I stop? How do I stop? How do I
Go to the end and then.
Oh, there we go. No, I
leave
had to
it.
press S to back out.
Oh, so
Whatever's
she's.
wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
I like how she's adding little illustrations of the characters.
Odin Finch, The Mysteries of Death and Thereafter. Odin Finch, joining the great majority. Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And this is the blueprint for the current house.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. Okay. It looks like he might have been a bit of a author. Norwegian folk tales. Door. It's fully sealed up though. It seems like holy shit, I can't even read all of these.
Oryx and Crake.
Yep.
Hey, I've read that book. I'm trying to recognize.
Mummification, Rocket Boy, The Hardy Boys, The Milky Way and Other Places, multiple Orcs and Crakes, The Old Bread, The Odyssey, Tales from Beyond.
Magic Mountain.
Neat. All right. Well, I will admit, I think I've hit my upper limit on what I can play with this game before I start feeling violently ill. So I think I'm going to have to call it here.
Oh, but I love this.
I know. And
I want to know what happened to the rest of the family. If they were all transformed into various beings and consumed by a sea-bound monster, or if it was something else.
I don't know. I'm liking this. It's got a lot of ambiance. I'm not really sure if it qualifies as horror, so I'll have to kind of decide if I want to include this on the next video I'm working on. But I really like the ambiance and like the storytelling of it. Like, there's a lot of tragedy here, but it's weirdly lighthearted.
Well, and also, it goes along with the whole theme of the rooms being a mirror into a person's
soul. Yeah, who they were and what they represented. So
I think it's interesting that, the mother was sealing them off as each of them died, but it's, at the same time, it's interesting because what it does is it means that at the same time the family can't move forward. But also they had to leave the house in a hurry. We still don't know what occurred. Yeah.
Unless they truly felt like the whole house was cursed.
But then the problem is Edith's return to it.
Yeah. Well, what remains of her? I don't know. I will have to find out, maybe. It's one of those where I'm certainly interested, but the field of view is just a little too tight for me. And so just moving around and looking at things is deeply uncomfortable for me, which is unfortunate.
Would you rather I do it?
Maybe, but then I'd fall asleep. So maybe it's one of those that I'll just have you finish it up on your own, or we'll see. But for now, at least, for those of you watching this video, can I get a better view? I don't know if there is a better view.
I don't know if
not
you can
really.
crouch.
I was really hoping I could look out the window. I don't know. Anyway, for those of you watching this video, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave us a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new indie games every single day, well, I guess not so new in this game's case, hit subscribe because we've got a ton of them to check out.
VHS.
Oh, fine.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
There you go. VHS. Sam Metal, My Friend Bigfoot, Edith Interview, Random Junk.
Conspiracy Now.
Weird America, The Finches, Home Movies, Sam Photo Award, Conspiracy Now. Well, I mean,
wait, well,
Mole Man Beneath the House.
On the left.
All right, Shell. I know you want more, but my eyes hurt and I can't play more. So,
fine.
I guess with all that said, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.